Okay, well, welcome to the channel, viewers. You're with Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist, Central Coast, New South Wales, Australia. I haven't done a dating one for a while, so let's have a look at what's happening here. I'll just put my glasses on. Dating over 50 is like a dumpster fire. And I just want to say to you women that have had good men and decided that they weren't good enough, good luck out there, because it's not a game and it's not a joke and it's not easy. You don't believe me? Look at this Sheila. She's a good looking sort. Good looking sort, man. You watch what happens here. This is the mentality that these women are trying to deal with. Let's go.
Date update. Went on my date last night. He showed up. He looked just like his picture. I met this guy on Bumble, his first date. Super cute. We had great conversations, laughing.
Super cute. Don't be fooled by looks, my friend.
All that little, touchy-feely type stuff. And I was like, I really like this guy. Like, this could, be a good second date.
You've got to get to know him before you get carried away. And this is what's happening out there. A little touchy-feely, a little touch-up. Oh, I kind of like this guy. Oh yeah, cool. Watch this space.
And he ordered a drink, asked me what I wanted to drink, and I was like, I said I'm not drinking right now.
Oh yeah, let's get her drunk. Let's give her a few and we'll get her across the line. This is how much charisma these guys have got. Zero. As soon as you bring alcohol and drugs into it, everything goes to zero. You might say, no it don't. Wanna make a bet? Wanna make a bet? Good luck with that.
I'm on prep for a competition I have in October. Again, not a big deal, right? Like, I normally drink, but not a big deal.
This Sheila's not a bad looking Sheila. I mean, she's got clear eyes, very attractive in the face, nice hair. She wears glasses, which are attractive. Teeth are clean. She's in good nick. And this guy's trying to get her on the piss, thinking that's what you need to do to get entry into a femininity, which couldn't be more wrong. This is the mentality of the men out there. Wake up. Use the power that God's given you. Just use your natural ability, your natural charisma, without all that crap and rubbish and drink and stuff. No. People are tired of all that. No, there's a much better way.
I think it's a big deal. Night goes on. About an hour and a half later, he's like, hey, I'm really sorry, but my buddies called and want me to go hang out and party with them tonight, and I just don't feel like this is working out because...
Can you believe this, man? Can you believe the mentality of this guy? Come on. And this goes for women as well. They just, honestly, come on.
Because you're not drinking it, I am, and I just need to be with somebody that is, if I'm drinking, they can drink, and we can just have a good time together. And I'm like,
so it's not about the person, it's about the drink. And this is what you find with the weed people as well. They've got to find time to have their weed. They've got to find time to squeeze that in. And they forget that it misrepresents themselves. It misrepresents their presentation. They don't look as good. They don't act as good. They've got this dullness about them. It's not to criticize, it's just to say, if you want to present yourself, you've got to really make the effort to do that. If you're walking around zombified and somebody's still trying to make the effort and you're still messing it up, you've got too much competition. There's too much competition to be out walking around like a friggin' zombie. I can't work it out. You can give these, you can bring someone into your life and give them the royal treatment and they still can't get it right. They've got triangulation going on. They've split between all over the place. They don't know what direction they're going in. They're wifing their children. their little sons are their little surrogate husbands, and no. If it's not that, it's drugs, it's alcohol, pills. Where's the good old-fashioned pure femininity? Here, you're looking at it here, look. Watch what she says.
Like, you're not having a good time just sitting here talking? He's like, well, I am, but, I'm getting buzzed and I just saw this night going different.
Hey, right, this is one of the arts of being a great partner. Can you sit in silence without getting bored? I've sat for thousands of hours with my girls over the years. Never had an issue with it. Let them sleep, let them rest, make some love, have some food, get them ready for work the next day, chuck them in the shower, feed them, make sure they're right before they leave. Go and conquer, darling. And this guy can't even sit with this woman for an hour and a half straight. This is... It's never been a better time in history to be a clear-minded 57-year-old athletic man. There's no competition. The young blokes are no competition. The old blokes are no competition. The good blokes aren't in the competition because they're taken. Guys, a lot of you guys are having to feed your druggo women drugs to keep them around. Some of you guys can't even hold your girlfriend without giving them their alcohol and their drugs, so you get in trouble. My women stay because they know this man's straight, he's sober, he's focused on me, I'm going to get his attention, he's going to make sure. Bang, 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 bang. They die in the arse, which is all part of it, but how do you present yourself, and can you hold your women? Like some of the women I've had, man, they won't look at you sideways and tell you to go and get fucked. I mean, you got to be on point. You got to be on point, or they are up and out, man. These people they're on it. They want masculinity, like pure masculinity, not someone that's just fucking wobbling around half whatever, They want performance, A-grade power. And if you can't deliver it, they just go no. That's what happens to the girls that I've been with. They go back out there, they stuff it up, go back out there and go, oh my God, what have I done? It damaged see, this is the thing. If somebody comes into your life and you are delivering a supernatural masculine injection in every aspect and respect to that person as far as you can amongst their dysfunction and crap, right? When they go when they go back out there, do you think they're going to settle for less than that? In some cases, depending on how hungry they are of masculinity, some of these people will take anything. But deep inside, they don't recover. They can't recover. Once you've driven a Rolls Royce, right, a beat up Honda Civic just ain't going to cut it. That's it. And it goes for women as well. When you've had women that are high class escalon, right? And you give somebody a go that's a bit of a struggler in that, and they still can't work it out. I mean, I've seen some stuff, but guys, all you've got to do is turn up, be straight, present yourself with power, present yourself with vision, direction, and if that person, right, gets a taste of consistency, stability, give, take, care, and share, they ain't walking away without some kind of injury. People don't come back from that stuff. My first wife shut shop. The lady after her has shut shop. I don't know. The woman after her is shut shop. She had a couple of blokes. She's gone, I'm shut shop. My second wife texted me the other night and said, look, all men want is sex and they can't do it properly. She said, I'm shutting shop, concentrating on my grandkids. None of my business, but I thought, my reply was, I told ya. Never heard from the last girlfriend again, so I wouldn't know what she's doing. That's her business. But you don't come back from that. A lot of these people don't know what A-grade supply is. Men aren't doing the work. Men aren't doing the psychological, emotional, intimate, physical, spiritual work. And they're lobbing up like this bloke with I'd rate this woman this woman, what would I rate her at? Hang on. This is only my opinion, you might differ. I'd rate her at a 9, as an 8 for her age. Yeah, I'd give her an 8 for an age.
I thought we would get drunk together, and I'm like, it's a win.
You know what, man? I don't want a Sheila that's drunk. Do you know what it's like looking into a woman's eyes, right? You know how vicious women can be. Just to be able to sit there and look in a woman's eyes that's straight. Man, that is powerful. That is powerful. Because most women want to tell men to go and get stuffed. For a woman to sit there and give you the privilege to spend time with her, and that, the least you want to do is be the best possible version of yourself that you can. You know, no, I don't. Oh, it's embarrassing.
Wednesday, like I go to bed. I have work in the morning. He's like, yeah, I don't have to work till really late. And anyways, and then he just said good night. He gave me a hug, and then I walked out of the restaurant all by myself. So I don't know. Thoughts? Like, is it that big of a deal that I don't drink?
No, honey. No. You're gold. You're gold, and he was an idiot. Now, this is the thing. A lot of these women will pick fools. They'll pick the alcoholics, they'll pick the drug addicts, and they get 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 years down the track, and they're DG. They're completely stuffed because they don't know what stability is. They've battled with the alcohol and the drugs. They've probably had their thing. It's a transactional relationship. Everybody's just stuffing up everywhere. A root here and there. The guy ends up with ED. And it just caves in on itself, and you just got an alcoholic and a drug addict or whatever they are. This woman's gold, man. Who needs to drink and take weed? Come on. Come on. Gold. And this bloke's got up and said, screw you, I'm going to drink. Honey, let that guy go out the door and never look down at that man again. Don't give him the privilege. Don't give him the privilege.
I don't know. You guys tell me. I mean, I drink, just not right now. I didn't think that was a deal breaker for a first meetup date. Anyways, you guys tell me. Date update. Went on my date last night. He showed up. He looked just like his picture. I met this guy in Bumble.
You think about how ridiculous this is.
Super cute. We had great conversations, laughing, like all that little, touchy-feely type stuff. I was like, I really like this guy. Like this could, be a good second date. And he ordered a drink, asked me what I wanted to drink. And I was like, obviously I'm not drinking right now. I'm on prep for a competition I have in October. Again, not a big deal, right? Like I normally drink, but not a big deal. Didn't think it was a big deal. Night goes on. About an hour and a half later, he's like, hey, I'm really sorry, but my buddies called and want me to go hang out and party with them tonight. And I just don't feel like this is working out because you're not drinking and I am. And I just need to be with somebody that is, if I'm drinking, they can drink and we can just like have a good time together. And I'm like,
This is the mentality that's out there, and this is what you're up against. I'm telling you, when you turn up and you're straight and on point, women melt. They melt. Where did you come from? Where have you been? Now, how do you explain that? I'm not explaining what's happened in my relationships anymore. I'm over it. I'm just looking ahead, and I'm delivering. I'm delivering the best that I can. I don't care who I'm up against or what's going on. I turn up and perform as a man. I do the work. I do massive amounts of mental, physical, emotional and psychological training every day. Massive work in amongst my physical normal job, so that when my opportunity comes, and you can ask my girls from the past, right? While they've been running good, they've had it good. As soon as it starts to get interfered with or go down the tubes and they can't resolve it, it's off. It's over. Finished. And that's nobody's business. But that's what's happening. The women, in some cases, are not lasting because they've been abused before I come along. My first wife comes here and cleans the house and everything to get money. She's a housing commission. She'll never it doesn't look like she'll ever have another man again. The point of the fact of the matter is, women want the best that they can get. And when they've had that and seen that, psychologically they just can't settle to be rubbed all over and jizzed on by dirty, rotten men. They don't want that when they've been cared for and looked after and catered for and cared about. Hey, they've got to take responsibility and accountability for where they stuffed up. And that's not to take away. It fools them if they take away from my performance. But they don't, because they can't. The problem for them is they have to face themselves. And that's where it goes wrong for them, because it's too hard in most cases. After the dust settles and everything, they always talk again. But, it's sad how you can build something fantastic and strong and make a safe haven for these people, and they allow ridiculous interfering and unresolved to destroy the mind of their man, where you get to the point where you've had enough and you can't take any more, and your mind's scrambled and you just slam the door. And they think they're victims. No, it's time to be responsible and accountable for how we perform and how we turn up and how we resolve and what we're really going to do in a relationship. We need to be aware and keep our boundaries. And look, it's not about individual what I want. It's about what's best for the relationship. That's what's important. Wrong or right, if you're going into a relationship, are you stuff-assing around with people, or are you going in there to build something powerful? Hey? This is where it's all coming undone. People want their cake and eat it too, and it's fallen on the ground in a pack of crumbs, and the dogs are licking up the crumbs from under your feet. There's nothing wrong with this woman. Fancy a woman having to sit there and try and justify herself for not. Honey, you go out and get the best possible man you can find, and if they're worried about whether you drink or not, kick them to the curb. Get up and you walk out. It's time the people that really want to be fair income get their self-worth, know who you are, be prepared and trained and have the capabilities to be the best version of yourself that you can when you come, and whatever the arrangement is, and don't mess it up. Because when you get to this age, there ain't time and it's too damaging. You young folk, stay out of the adults' business. You have no idea. You're too self-centered and you've got no clue. I've seen the damage that these young folks do to their parents, single parents. Yeah, stay right out. And you single mothers, keep your children out of your business. You reckon it for yourselves. See, I can't do these dating videos. I get too stirred up. But there's so many things that'll come in and sabotage. This man needs to be kicked up the arse and told to stay away from women. She should have kicked him up the arse when he was walking out the door and said, "You don't deserve a woman. You freak show. Putting drink and alcohol before that precious lady. Sort of idiotic world's going on out there. Where are the men?" She should have been... Look, if he had played his cards right, this woman would have taken him home. Come on, guys. I've had dates down here at the waterfront where I've met people I haven't even known, and they've got me home in under an hour. Shocked. I was shocked. Over a dozen. Back. Going back. Oh, look. Masculinity, femininity, it's all mixed up. And it's not that hard. Turn up the best version of yourself. That person will appreciate you. They try and triangulate you, kick them out. Triangulation includes alcohol, drugs, and all this other shit, and people that don't belong in the relationship. Kick them out. Find somebody that knows how to function in a relationship. Ah, you're too hard, Morrison. No, I'm not. People haven't got time to suffer the damage and the consequences of people that muck around. Resolve ain't all that hard. It comes down to what your true values are. A lot of these people think that people are blind to what they're doing. I mean, people are standing there going, what's this person doing? Look at this man. What are you doing? How dare you get up and walk out on that woman for alcohol? How dare you? Sort of an example that he doesn't deserve to be dating women, this bloke. And some of you women have put up with these blokes for decades. And they've ruined you. They've ruined your minds. You don't know what reality is when it comes to masculinity. That's why when they come into my life, they just don't recover. It's just never the same. Because we here as a father and my sons, yeah, we'll confront the issue. But it's not for selfish reasons, it's for the benefit, it's for growth, it's for the growth of the girl, it's for the growth of the relationship, it's for the growth of life. What matters? What really matters? Don't want to stay in the shadows, I don't want to stay in the darkness. Let's come out into the light and get that fire burning. This guy walking out because of alcohol, man, he needs to be put on notice with his mugshot on the dating site saying this guy's an alcoholic. He's drink. Ultimately, if you got any brains, and I don't know why this woman's even bothered about it, drink's going to come before her. He set the stage. He said to her, "Screw you, honey. My drink's more important than you." Oh, come on. Who am I speaking to? You're wondering why these women are walking out on you. They ain't going to tolerate that crap. They want a man. Straight. Firm. Masculine. I see these cocaine. Got a few mates that are on cocaine and shit. They never last with these women. They just go out and smash and bang. They don't know how to have a relationship. Not one of them has got a relationship. Never have had. They live with their mothers. Living off their mothers, sending their old mothers out like men to work. Their mothers have got mustaches and all this stuff going on. They ought to kick them out on their asses. Yep. No. Fancy getting up and saying to that woman, "The drink's more important than you." Oh my God. This is Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist. Wake up! Wake up! Bye for now.